Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I do have an Ask Elmo video for you. I wanted to go ahead and get this out of the way because, well, it's Ask Elmo. What can I say? I have another frauditor video for you tomorrow on a frauditor that I don't think I've ever seen anybody cover before. He's fairly new to me as well. So I'm not sure if anybody's covered him before or not, but I've never seen him. So that's coming out tomorrow, and I really, really, really hope we can get this guy going and passed around so that people know who he is and we can get him shut down fairly quickly. However, let's focus on Asselmo. Yeah, he needs to be shut down too. Him and Chili both, but, Asselmo is just... I have no words for Asselmo because the words I want to use will get me demonetized and banned off YouTube. Hope you enjoy the video.
Seek to respect our rights.
Hey, what's the purpose of all that?
Do you work here?
No, I don't.
Well, I'll let you know as soon as I'm done.
I'm homeless.
Oh, I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, I'm just trying to just catching some air.
Are they helping you with anything about that?
I'm homeless. They just let me catch some air.
I know, but this is the city hall. They may be able to help you somehow here, some benefits or
She's
something.
giving me some information where to go.
That's what's up. Thank you.
Yeah.
That's good. No, it's not against the law.
Yeah, it is.
What law?
For you to video somebody without them giving you permission?
No, not in a public place. Maybe if I'm in your house, yes, but...
You can't do that.
No, I've already verified.
You can't do that. You can't.
Enrique, this is City Hall. You cannot just walk in and record willy-nilly whatever you want to do and then get smart-assed with a homeless lady. You're a complete and utter idiot. And the only thing that you're able to verify, the only thing verifiable about you is that you are mentally unstable and a complete junkie.
Without them giving you permission?
No, not in a public place. Maybe if I'm in your house, yes, but...
You can't do that.
No, I've already verified.
You can't do that. You can't come in here and take pictures of someone without ladies giving you permission saying that you can video them. You can't do that, sir.
Let me double check with them. Is it against the law for me to video record it?
That information I don't know, but if he's asking you not to record her, I believe that would be something
Just to let you know, filming me with your own personal phone is against your policy because I can request that.
Okay.
So you're not supposed to film us with your own phone.
Okay.
That's why you guys have cameras already installed in this building. Is there a reason why you're filming me with your phone?
Or you're filming me though.
Sir, you
That's-
want to make everybody uncomfortable.
You are.
We don't have anything to hide. We want to help you, but
Oh no, I'm being more than nice. Specifically, how am I?
I'm not telling you what to do, but I'm just saying you're making us uncomfortable.
Well, I mean, I'm just working on a video in a public place. I'm not being rude. I'm not stopping, the process here whatsoever. I think you're the one breaking policy, ma'am, by filming me with your personal phone. If you really want to get down to the real rules, I'm supposed to be able to request anything from here. And if you're filming me with your personal phone, that's going to be kind of hard to get. So you're not here to film us. You don't get paid for that, ma'am. That's my point. So can you please stop filming me?
When you stop filming me, I'll stop filming you.
Well,
So they have to follow policy, but you don't have to. It doesn't work that way, Enrique. It just does not work that way. They work there. Absolutely. They are providing a service to the public. Absolutely. You don't live in Melbourne, for one. You have nothing to do with Melbourne. You don't pay taxes in Melbourne. So technically going in and filming the City Hall of Melbourne, they can refuse you service and trespass you if you don't leave. Now, this lady does have every right to film you. Whether she's at work, whether she's out in the lobby, she has a First Amendment right to film you just as you can film her. The difference is she works there. You do not. You're not there for any kind of lawful business or official business. You're there just to record and cause issues so that you can get some kind of reaction out of them so that you'll get more hits and views on your video on YouTube. Again, she's not going to take the video of you and put it on YouTube to make money on it. That's what you do. That's what makes you the fraud, not her. And I'm sure if you ever had a job in your life, then you would realize that people coming in to purposely provoke you while you're at your place of employment is stopping workflow. You're stopping her from doing her job. She was obviously working before you walked up and started recording her and running your stupid mouth. You have now caused her to stop working. Therefore, you are stopping workflow. You're an idiot.
Phone, that's going to be kind of hard to get. So you're not here to film us. You don't get paid for that, ma'am. That's my point. So can you please stop filming me?
When you stop filming me, I'll stop filming you.
Well, ma'am, you have the right to
You're
film.
making me uncomfortable.
By video recording?
Yes.
What am I, what specifically? Like, am I supposed to walk in here with flowers or something? You guys aren't, we're not here to make you guys feel comfortable. You guys are here to work for us and to provide a service that we're paying. So we don't owe you guys anything, you know?
Okay. Are you making a water payment, sir?
No, I'm making sure that you know about our rights, ma'am.
Actually, the real reason you're in there is because you're broke and you're trying to create any kind of content that you can create so that you can make money off your dying YouTube channel. Your channel is dying quickly. You don't have the support you used to have. And, well, your boyfriend Whisk Boy isn't with you anymore. I'm not sure who broke that up, but if Whisk Boy did it, at least he did a smart thing. However, with both of you separated, neither one of you are worth anything. Both of your channels are worth shit because nobody wants to see either one of you alone by yourselves. I mean, nobody really wanted to see you guys together either, but at least when you guys were together, it was more comical. And I find it hilarious that you are begging this woman to stop filming you, yet you do this to people all day long. And when they ask you to stop filming them, the first thing out of your mouth is, there is no expectation of privacy in public. Guess what, dumbass? There is no expectation of privacy in public. If she wants to film you, she can film you, whether she's an employee, whether she's a customer. However, you are not either one. You're not a customer, nor are you an employee. You don't live in that city. You don't pay taxes. I've already said that, but I'm going to repeat it because you're a dumbass and you need to hear it more than once. You're not there to pay a water bill or an electric bill or anything else. You're there to cause a problem on purpose so that you can make a video and hopefully get money out of your ignorant followers.
So why do you continue to film me?
Because I'm trying to see if there's a customer that I need to assist.
That's why you're filming me? I mean, just like I said, ma'am, we're not customers. We're the bosses. You guys work for us. This building did not finance itself.
Yes, sir.
You guys didn't bring this out of your pocket. It came out of our pockets. So you guys have to be respectful to our rights as the same way that I'm being respectful to you. There's a thin line that I can't cross, and and you guys can't cross that line either. But by you filming us, you're already not doing your job, ma'am. That's my point.
Enrique, let's just get this straight right now, okay? You don't pay taxes, and I know that for a fact. You don't fund a single building in any city, in any state, anywhere in this country. And you sure as hell are nobody's boss. You want to be a boss? Start your own business or go get a job and then work your way up like the rest of society. But you are nobody's boss. You didn't fund that building. You're not from that town. You pay no taxes in that town or any town that you're from. So you don't fund a damn thing. I like that you think you're important. But the only thing that you absolutely need is a straitjacket. You are worth nothing more. You are the lowest of the low when it comes to a human being. And for you to think that you can walk into a business and claim that you are their boss, that you pay for anything, that you fund where they're working, is a complete joke. Just like you are.
What customers? I requested something. Are you the supervisor? Are you the supervisor?
It's at my window. I can't do anything about it.
I'd like to speak to the supervisor. Is that her?
I'm gonna go.
Oh, no, that's fine. This is to the city clerk. Can I help you with something?
Yes. I'm here doing an analysis of the First Amendment. We have thousands watching. thousands. From your the clerks or employees here at the city hall is not the appropriate one when working for the government. You see, we show up to different government agencies and buildings to make sure that you guys are on point with your own rules and with the federal laws and the Constitution and state laws. Video recording is not a crime. We're trying to bring awareness on that. She's filming me with her personal phone. I'd love to know if that's part of your policy.
How do you feel that they were acting inappropriate?
Well, I believe they're breaking policy by telling me that I can't film in a public place, and they're breaking policy by video recording me with their personal phone.
Probably something that would have to be raised with her supervisor, whether it would be.
So basically, all Enrique is doing at this point is having a fit. He's throwing a toddler fit because somebody is actually recording him back. He doesn't want to be recorded back. He wants to be the only one recording. And if you record him, then he's going to cry and he's going to have a fit because you're doing to him what he's doing to you. And according to him, he's the only one allowed to record. He's the only one who has the Constitution on his side. He's the only one protected by the Constitution and by the First Amendment and by the Second Amendment and every other amendment. He is the only one. Again, this is proof that he is not out there fighting for our rights or the Constitution or anything. He is doing this because he refuses to get a job and he found it was easier to make money this way. The problem is, even if he wanted to get a job, his criminal record wouldn't allow him to get a job. Any of you who have not seen his public record would be very shocked to see it. We're talking Class A criminal. He thinks he can just walk into any building and claim he's the boss of everybody. But the only thing he's the boss of, well, actually, he's not the boss of anything. He was the boss of Wisp Boy, but they broke up. So now he's just walking around all lonely, trying to make YouTube videos and trying to make them as cringy as possible so that he can try and bring his channel back to life. And he's failing wonderfully.
It's definitely, anybody knows, ma'am, that when you're at work, you're at work. You can't just be video. She's not a photographer. I am. So.
Well, what I can do is I can let her supervisor know that she's been, she should be working instead of videotaping you, so I can just talk to the supervisor.
I appreciate that. How you doing, officer? 450. Thank you. Is there a reason why you're here today?
Well, let's see. I work here.
I'm sorry?
I work here.
You work at the city hall? Specific.
City hall, right?
Okay. Were you called here today? On a call because of a camera guy?
No, you're doing your First Amendment, and you're good to go.
So they did call you because you know exactly. You don't even know me, and you know what I'm doing.
Mm-hmm.
So. Did anybody call the police and make? Because this is my point. If anybody called the police and said I was being disruptive or used the wrong, okay. Well, if they used the wrong word, we're gonna have a problem because you can't just misuse 911 or to call the police on protected lawfully activities.
That's correct.
You guys are actually supposed to here protect me from doing that, not here to educate yourselves. You guys work here together. You see, this lady's extremely happy that you're here, sir. She doesn't know that I'm going to put the biggest complaint in history. Also, she doesn't know that she's in Auditing America with over 100 million views on the internet.
Okay.
You see, we love exposing corruption and we love promoting good, courteous public employees.
Yeah.
The stupid is always strong with Asselmo. Always. Enrique is always one of the most stupid people I've ever seen in my life. He's even more stupid than Chili. And that's saying a lot. He has no clue what it's like to work a job. None. Or he wouldn't keep asking the officer, "You're here for work?" The officer is there for work. He was not called. But Enrique's going to sit there and try and get this officer to lie for him for his video to say that he was called. We all know that you cannot abuse or misuse the 911 call function. We get that. But guess what, Enrique? You also cannot abuse and take advantage of the Constitution, which is what you do on a daily basis. You abuse our Constitution. You abuse something that you have no understanding of. That's what's really sad. You don't understand the Constitution or the amendments, but you abuse the hell out of it every time you walk out in public. This is City Hall. It's a non-public forum. You can't just walk in and do whatever the hell you want. If you want to go in and record some stuff on the walls or some pamphlets, that's fine. But your whole objective is to go in and start harassing and abusing all of the employees that are there. That is your only objective. That's the only thing you ever do. You think you're educating somebody? Shit. You're not even educated yourself. You are not even educated past the second grade level. That's how dumb you are.
Thing is going on right here, Alan. Who messed up?
Who messed up?
Yes, sir.
I don't think anybody's messed up yet.
Well, it's time to conduct an investigation because you see, she said that I couldn't film. Maybe she needs to be informed that I have the right to film. She also needs
I'm not
to.
stopping you from filming.
No, and I appreciate it, but you guys need to stop. I get these people to stop trying to stop me from my rights. You see, we're not in anybody's house right here. We're in our home. This is the people's building, and our rights should be protected here more than anywhere else. Now, you're an expert in the law. You're a police officer, sir. Can you tell us for the thousands of viewers that we have right now? Before I get going, and I know that you're busy today. Yeah. You took an oath to the Constitution, correct? To protect the Constitution.
No. Correct.
Okay, so, sir, just before I get going, just 1 second before I get going.
You're good.
Can you please tell us what the Third Amendment is?
Oh my God.
Listen, I don't want to answer any of your questions. I'm just here to make sure that you...
Sir, if you don't know it, just be humble about it and tell me. Because remember, there's thousands of people watching.
I'm not going to get into that, but
sir,
I'm just here to make sure you're fine.
Why wouldn't you be?
Everything's legal that
Well,
you're
I
doing.
can answer that because I don't know. The Third Amendment,
Seriously, what the hell is this little bitch even whining about? Nobody is trying to stop him from recording. Nobody. But yet he keeps trying to say that they are. And when the cop even says nobody's stopping you from recording, he'll, well, I appreciate it. I mean, you just sat there and said you appreciate that nobody's stopping you from recording, and then you turn around and say, well, I should have my rights protected. I should be allowed to record in here. He's so incredibly dumb. Oh my God. Like, I'm trying to figure out, did his mom do certain drugs when she was pregnant with him? Did he have a lack of oxygen for 6 months of his incubation within his mother? Like, what exactly happened to him? Because he has got to be the world's dumbest human being I've ever met. It's astounding how dumb one human being can actually be. I don't get it. And of course he's got to bring up the Third Amendment, because it's the only one he was able to memorize was the Third Amendment. And you know what? That's great that she doesn't know what it is. But, well, lady, you don't have to answer him anyways. The cop is right. He's not going to play into Enrique's games, because this is all it is for him. It's a game. He goes out and he plays a game, claiming that he's freedom fighting, and it's just a game for him.
But you didn't take an oath, and I appreciate you being humble about it.
no, but even if I did take an oath, it doesn't necessarily mean that I've memorized
Well, how are you going
the Constitution.
how are you going to protect something you know nothing about?
I'm not in a position of protecting anything.
Well, you are, because you're here in the people's building. You're being paid by us, so there's no way that you. Well, to cut it short.
A quiz on the U.S. government not necessarily.
I can't recite the full Constitution.
No, sir. And I'm not.
That's what you do.
I'm not trying.
To get people to answer questions and confuse them, or
How specifically?
I don't see the Third Amendment.
Well, you guys are expert manipulators. You guys are expert manipulators, and you love asking questions and all that. How does it feel when you're
manipulating questions?
because police officers, they love to twist words around. You see, I asked them a question about the Third Amendment. You took an oath to protect that, and just because you don't know it.
Let's just point this out one more time so Enrique can hopefully understand it. But yeah, you're not their boss. You do nothing to be their boss. You are just some mentally unstable moron walking around public with a phone in his hand, recording people and claiming to know anything about the Constitution. Also, the Third Amendment does not apply to police officers. So if they don't know it, or they don't want to play your stupid little game and recite it for you, they don't have to. They don't have to do any of that. They don't have to do anything that you ask them to do because they don't work for you. They have nothing to do with you. You're there harassing these people and then playing games with a police officer, and that's all this is. It's just so hard sometimes to respond to the things that Asselmo does because it's so childish and immature and stupid that it's hard to find the right words for it. He's just floating through life as a nobody, thinking that he is something important when he's not. If he were to disappear today, we would, everybody, his subscribers, us in our community, the anti-frauders, we would all forget about him at some point, and it wouldn't take us long. It's not like he's going to be remembered for the rest of his life for being a homeless, jobless idiot. Nobody's going to sit here in a year, 2 years, 10 years, 20 years down the line and say, hey, do you remember that Audit America guy who always claimed that 1,000 people were watching his videos and always claimed that he had 100 million views when those two are also lies? He doesn't have hundreds of millions of views, and thousands of people don't view his stupid videos while he's recording them. He is a complete idiot.
So I don't have a duty to tell you the Bill of Rights.
Well, if you do have a duty to protect it, and if you don't know it, how are you gonna protect that? I'm just trying to remind you, dog. How you doing, sir? Can I have your name and badge number, please?
4178.
4178.
Yes, sir.
Thank you so much. I was on my way out. Alan is very respectful. I'm sure Officer Purdon, you're also a respectful person. I'm trying to briefly quiz cops on the Constitution. Can you tell us what the Third Amendment is? Do you not know it? And if you don't know it, I'm not gonna bash you for it.
I'm not playing your game. That's all.
Oh, this is a game. So the Constitution is a game. So that tells us a lot about who you are, Purdon. Did you know that you didn't suffer anything else but to actually uphold the Constitution? The Constitution is not a game, bro. People die for these rights, and you think it's a game? And you think it's a game?
No. The Constitution's not a game.
I'm asking questions. No, sir. How is this a game? I'm asking you guys questions. Hold on, don't interrupt me. Don't speak over me. Don't speak over me. Don't speak over me, please. I'm the manipulative one.
Mm-hmm.
Sir,
yes.
You're at work. I'm asking a question. I'm being respectful. I'm asking a question pertaining to your job, and you want to see it's a game. How many people do you have here asking you questions? Nobody. It's just me, bro. And guess what?
I'm lying even harder now because this police officer is not telling him what he wants him to tell him. Enrique, it is a game, not the Constitution. And we all know that the cop was not saying that the Constitution was a game. What he's saying is a game is the bullshit you're playing. Plain and simple. All you're doing is playing a game. And you think it's okay to bother police officers and harass them and abuse them with your bullshit and play a game with them. And since Enrique has zero education, I'll go ahead and give him a little bit of free education. I swear I need to start charging these idiots for education. But no, Asselmo, police officers did not sign up just to uphold and protect the Constitution. Sworn law enforcement officers are those who have taken an oath to support the Constitution of the United States, their state, and the laws of their agency's jurisdiction. Sworn officers also have the responsibility to ensure the safety and quality of life of the communities they serve. So no, they did not only sign up and take this job to uphold the Constitution. It just shows how much of an idiot you truly are. And stop talking about our men and women in uniform who died for this country and their rights, because they're all turning over in their graves at the stupidity of you and the rest of the frauding community.
Suspected of being a tyrant. Do you have a business card?
No, I don't.
Can I have your supervisor's name?
Yes, that would be Sergeant Titalius.
Sergeant Titalius from the Melbourne Police in Florida.
Correct.
Are you filming me right now, officer?
Yes, I am.
Okay. So I can request that as well. Are you filming me with your personal phone?
No, with my body cam.
Body cam. No problem, no problem. You see, we're respectful, bro. I'm not here to,
Oh my
F
God.
this, drop F-bombs, talk bad to you, bro. Although the First Amendment protects us when we want to do that. And I can tell you, sir, I am an expert telling people off. But you know what? I was raised by a good woman who taught me how to respect people and also told me to stand up for myself. So
A tyrant? He is highly suspected to be a tyrant? Well, you are highly suspected and a known drug addict with problems with treating women with respect. I have a hard time believing that you were raised by a good woman who taught you to be respectful when you think it's okay to beat women up, hold them against their will, and do certain things to them that I don't even want to say myself out loud. But I'm pretty sure people can understand what I'm saying about it. It's highly criminal to do this to a woman and her body. But that's you. I don't understand how you honestly believe you were raised and brought up to have respect when you treat women like they're trash, all for your own little shits and giggles so you can get off on everything that you do. You're a piece of shit, Enrique. And a tyrant is a cruel and oppressive ruler, a dictator. This guy has not shown any percentage of tyranny at all. The only one that goes around acting like a little tyrant is you.
can I have your name and badge numbers, please?
Yeah, Jones, 4487.
And you, sir?
Brown, 523.
Sir, I'm going to cut past
Brown.
Yeah, you're good.
Go ahead, sir. Why were you guys called here?
Someone was causing a disturbance inside the
Disturbance.
City Hall.
Disturbance. Oh, okay. Because I asked Officer Allen that specific question to see exactly what was the reason that somebody called. And I told him, did anybody ask if I was being disorderly or causing a disturbance? And he said no. You see, you can't just call 911 or call the police on lawfully protected activity. I'm doing absolutely nothing wrong. I'm being more than respectful, courteous, and professional with my job. I'm actually checking up on you guys, making sure that you guys are on point and know the law and our rights. The same way that you guys are watching and looking and making sure that I'm not doing anything illegal, I'm doing the same thing back to you guys. And it's a shame that Officer Herndon thinks it's a game that I'm asking questions about the Constitution. We have people that died for the rights that we enjoy in this country, and the last thing that we need is public employees in a public building in Melbourne, Florida, trying to trample on those rights that we enjoy in this country. If people like us don't start doing this soon enough, we're going to have to come here and get a permit for video recording, sir. So that's not going to happen. And I'm
My God, could you cry and whine anymore? Please don't ever call yourself a man, because that is the last thing you are. You are not a man. You're a child in a man's body, and that's it. And yes, you were causing a public disturbance inside of the building. Absolutely, you were. Whoever called, I'm glad they did. And stop sitting there and saying, well, Alan said that I wasn't doing. Alan probably does work inside the building and did not get a call on you. But these guys obviously did get a call on you, and rightfully so. You don't have a job. Stop walking around telling everybody you have a job. You're not an auditor. You don't have a job. You're just some useless little piece of shit walking around town, going from city to city in Florida, recording people so that you can hopefully get money off of your dying YouTube channel. That's all you're doing. You're not a productive member of society. You're not a productive human being. You're a waste of air.
Everything's good. No, well, we have a situation now because you see, what was the question that I asked you inside? What was the reason that you're here? Did anybody say that I was... Don't speak over me, please. Don't speak over me, please. I'm speaking. You said that nobody said that I was causing a disturbance, but Officer Jones says that, in fact, somebody called and said I was causing a disturbance.
I'm going to explain that to you.
So there's a crime. There's a crime being committed. People need to be held responsible or held accountable for their actions. The same way what you guys are doing, the same way that you guys are making sure that we don't mess up. Nobody can just call the 911, call the police, and say somebody's causing a disturbance when they're they're not. You have a very good job. You have a very good job, and you have a very good job, and so does he. And we don't need, hundreds of thousands of dollars. God knows how much you guys make. We don't need all this money. Well, there's at least, I know you make over 50, so there's at least, you know what I'm saying, 200 grand right here a year over a guy with camera. Yeah. So
listen, let me explain to you why they called, all right? The reason for the call was that while somebody was conducting a transaction in there with their water bill, you were right behind her interacting with her, okay?
That's that's another lie.
That's why it's not.
Okay, so I don't know. Okay, well, now you're
not in trouble for it.
I'm not even going to finish that video because all he does is tell that police officer, don't talk over me and blah, blah, blah. And I mean, he's just a Karen through the whole damn thing, but it gets even worse at the end. But it's just bullshit that we've already heard him say over and over and over again. He will never learn. And I did go back into the video to see if he was behind somebody paying their water bill, but there's so many cuts and edits in his video on his own that he probably removed certain parts of those videos incriminating him on his own lies that we can't see it because he himself edited his own video to make it look like the police are lying, because that's all Enrique and these other frauditors do. They want you to think the police are at fault when in actuality they are the ones at fault. They cause all this hype and then they remove it from their video so that you only see other people having an issue. They're liars, they're frauds, they're criminals. And that's exactly what Asselmo is. A liar, a fraud, and a criminal. And that's all he'll ever be in life. So I hope you guys did enjoy the video. I know it's Asselmo. His voice is like nails on a chalkboard. But yeah, I had to cover it. It is Asselmo. I try to cover all the stupidest videos he has. I want to show you something really quick before I go. I want to show you proof that he does this as a game and not as a so-called freedom fighter.
Sir.
What would you say?
That's not a legal sound. God.
Hey, don't you touch nothing on this desk.
Oh, bro, you hit me with that, bro. That's the last time you're gonna use that hand.
Wow.
This guy's slamming stuff. We'll get your name, brother. Now we got the guys with the guns. The guys with the guns versus the guys with the cameras. Who's gonna win? May I have your name and badge number, please?
Sure. My last name is Barati, and I'm the chief of the interdiction division here with the Tennessee Department of Correction.
You see, they're telling me I don't have the right to film in this building, which in fact I do. Could you please tell them I do?
Okay, so you want to film in the building. You've been doing so, as I understand, since.
Yes, I need him to give up his ID for disorderly conduct.
Okay,
Or call the troopers. Call the right people. He needs to be ID'd right now. This is a First Amendment audit, and you guys just failed. It's going to be on YouTube, and it's going to be seen by thousands.
Amendment audit conducted by whom, sir?
By us, the people. Listen, this guy's breaking the law. Slow down, okay? Slow down. Don't interrupt me.
You didn't witness anything?
Well, I have it on video. Maybe you want to see it? Maybe you want to see it?
You can make it out.
You know what? You don't want to hear that this guy's being disorderly. What part did this?
So yeah, that was Asselmo in the video prior to the one that he uploaded earlier that I just did the review on. This just proves that all he does is play games. He's not doing this as a freedom fighter. He's not doing this to stick up for First Amendment rights or any rights at all. He's doing it to purposely go out and harass and abuse workers, employees that he thinks it's funny to do this to. He is so pathetic. He is the lowest of scum I have ever seen in my life. He's just disgusting. And he needs to be stopped. This needs to stop. Florida's new law that they just passed, this bill that doesn't go into effect until October of this year, is not going to do anything to stop people like Asselmo who don't go around filming police officers during their duties. No, they take it to a whole new level because they think that because you have the right to film police officers while they're working, instead they're taking this and they're going and they're harassing and abusing government and city employees because they think they can do that. The thing is, you don't have the right to just walk into a building and start filming. You don't have that right. Because they can actually kick you out and tell you to stop. And if you don't, then you're trespassing. You can be arrested for trespassing. The First Amendment does not state that we have the right to film. When the amendments were written, when the Constitution was written, and it's stated in there that you have the First Amendment right to free press is getting that info out by writing or by your mouth, not by going in and filming people. It's already gone through the Supreme Court that having a YouTube channel does not make you the press. Therefore, you're not a journalist. Therefore, when you do this, you're not doing it and you're not protected under the First Amendment. They need to start cracking down on people like Asselmo, not just the ones that go out and try and find a traffic stop or accident to go and harass the police when they're trying to do their jobs on that, but they also need to start passing a law that stops people like Asselmo. Will it also heed our right to film in public? Absolutely. But I'm willing to give that up since I have no desire to go around, film and harass and abuse employees who are working hard. I don't feel that need. Most normal citizens do not feel that need because we're not attention seekers. We're not attention whores who literally need and crave desperately to have attention 24/7. Like Asselmo. He is so pathetic and it pisses me off that he thinks that people like him think it's okay to go and harass and abuse people who are actually at work. It's pathetic. It's disgusting and it's got to stop. Okay, I could keep ranting, but it's just going to be a repetitive thing over and over again, so I'm going to stop. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. I will see you in the next one. Take care. Be safe. I love each and every one of you.